Right. Let's get up in here. What's good with everybody? Tap on in for the show. Man, we're a few minutes late, man, but I had to get me some food, man. I did not want to do this podcast on an empty stomach, so I had to go grab me some food, man. Something real light, man. Nothing heavy. Something that'll hold me over until I'm done with this, you know? So we just finished. You know what I'm saying? Do some chicken on the grill yesterday, some fish on the grill, some uh some some Louisiana sausages, some chicken ones and some beef ones. You know, do some stuff on the grill, man. So I said, you know what? Let me get some of that good old food before we start this podcast, right? So right now, man, we ready. Peace to everybody, man. You know the crazy thing about this situation is you got all these clowns talking about black fatigue as if black people are the only people committing crimes in this country. That's how you know these people have an agenda. The Hodge twins don't live around black people. This Alex Rosen, he don't live around black folks. But he wants to talk about black people who are not even bothering him. Right? So, but I get it, man. It's a hustle. People make money talking about black folks and black fatigue all day. It's a money grab. So that's what you see on the internet, man. You got all these bozos. I told you guys this. I said black conservatives are worthless. They are tokens. Nick Fuentes said it himself, man. Nick Fuentes talked about black tokens and how they're nothing but butt kissers. They are worthless to the black community. They're trying their best to fit in with white conservatives. Black people, we got to have our own mindset. We ain't got no damn business being loyal to any one of these parties. Not no Republicans, not no Democrats, not no conservatives, not no liberals. All of it is phony. But yet and still, foundational black Americans, you still want to play, y'all still want to play these political games. Left wing, right wing, both of those wings come from the same bird. Left wing, right wing, Republican, conservative, Democrat, liberal. Both of those wings come from the same damn bird. This person told me the other day, they said, man, you know what, Red, man, these Republicans are screwing us over. I said, well, so are the Democrats. They're both getting over on you. Both of these parties are. They're just screwing you in different ways. Right? They're screwing you over in different ways, right? But at the end of the day, you're getting screwed. And you would think that black folks would know that by now, but unfortunately, a lot of these people have loyalty to these parties. Both of those wings come from the same bird. Why is that so hard for you guys to figure out? Got black folks arguing over arguing over their political views. I'm a Democrat, I'm a Republican, I'm a conservative, I'm a liberal. All of that stuff is corruption. All of it is corrupt. Then you got the Hodge twins with white people, laughing with white people, saying crazy things about blacks. Let me tell you something. Now, if the Hodge twins, Ringo, if any one of these guys got with a white person and said something negative about white people wouldn't like that. They wouldn't laugh it off as a joke. They would be offended. Clearly, they would be offended. Yeah, that's a fact. That is a fact, Jack. Tap on in for the content, man. We getting ready to do the damn thing. Red Supreme, you know we gonna stay clean. Let's dive into the content though. Hold on. Yeah. F what you heard, both wings are from the same bird. Shout out to Ice T. Yeah, man. Both of them wings from the same bird, man. School said that they had black fatigue when they forced our ancestors to build America. Right. Right. And then you got black people, conservative black people, you know, they go out of their way. These conservative blacks go out of their way to prove to white folks that they're different than the blacks in the ghetto. They're different than the so-called uncivilized blacks. And these black sambos go out of their way to prove to white people that somehow they are different, right? Begging for white acceptance. That's why I did the stream on Ringo yesterday. He's begging for white acceptance. I mean, y'all ain't got to take my word for it, man. Just look at it yourself. These black conservatives spend most of their time trying to prove to white people that they're different, that they're not the typical black person in America. They go out of their way to prove stuff to white folks. And white folks just laugh at it. White people ain't really tripping out that. Deep down inside, white people know who you are. Now, if you would bend over backwards for them, they'll rock with you, but deep down inside, you're still a Negro, right? You got these blacks bending over backwards to prove to white folks that they're different. I'm not like the rest of those blacks, right? And that's what they go out of their way to prove that.
I think 2023 or something.
Right.
But it's like, you know, it's still people as individuals, man. Like I'm not going to exclude anybody from my friend group.
Now look at white people speak as if they don't have no problems, as if they don't have, mass shooters, as if they don't have serial unalivers. Have you ever saw the show? Have you guys ever looked at the show How to Catch a Predator? It's mostly white men. I mean, men of any races could be a scumbag, but what I'm saying is the majority of those people on How to Catch a Predator, these are white guys. When somebody shoots up a church, it's usually a white guy. When somebody tries to assassinate a president, it's a white guy. When somebody burns down a church, it's usually a white guy. They got the nerve to be talking about black fatigue as if they people don't have no problems. And I'm sick of black people sitting there laughing and giggling with these white people, and they're not telling these white people about their own problems in their community. Look at all these child predators. A large percentage of them are white. But y'all let these idiots get away with talking about black fatigue as if their people ain't committing violent crimes as well. This is crazy. Now I want you guys to look at these Sambos giggle in his white man face while he says things about blacks as if white folks are perfect, as if white folks ain't out here committing crimes, as if white folks ain't out here burning down churches, shooting up colleges. Let's talk about white fatigue. Huh? Why don't we talk about white fatigue? See, when we hold white people accountable, you know what they say? You guys are just pretending to be victims. So white folks got the right to complain about black people all day, every day. But the moment that we point the fingers right back at white folks and we hold them accountable for what they did in this country, you guys need to stop pretending to be a victim. Slavery was 500 years ago. They start saying stupid stuff like that. They start saying stupid stuff like that. Right? Support the show, man. Shout out to the homeboy Scoop. Scoop is in a building, man. Yeah, man, the majority of your child predators are white men. If you don't believe me, look at the show How to Catch a Predator. You're going to say, damn. White people spend all day speaking on black issues as if their community isn't plagued with a long list of problems. The nerve of these people, the hypocrisy. And what's even worse is you got black people who giggle and snicker in their face as if white people don't have a ton of problems themselves. And they got the nerve to talk about black fatigue while ignoring their own degeneracy, while ignoring their own dysfunction in their communities. But you got the nerve to get up here and talk about black fatigue, all those meth heads in the white community, all those coke heads and heroin addicts in the white community. As if we don't know that white people, you got a large population of whites in America who are addicted to drugs and they commit crimes themselves. The thing about it is this: when white people commit crimes, they don't talk about it as much, right? Because it's more profitable. It is more profitable to talk about black on black crime, fatherless homes, gangs in the inner city, and things of that nature. So it's more profitable to talk about black dysfunction than it is to talk about white dysfunction. White dysfunction, for the most part, they sweep a lot of that stuff underneath the rug, and they'll pretend like it's not going on until it hits mainstream media, and they have no choice but to address it. But the thing is, when you see a white guy who does a mass shooting, they're gonna say he was mentally challenged. He didn't take his medication. He was off his rocker. This has nothing to do with white. This has nothing to do with white culture. He didn't take his meds. He was just off his rocker. This right here was a random act of violence. Now, when you talk about random acts of violence, no. Ringo tried to say that, right? Ringo tried to say that goofy stuff the other day, saying, no, man, these mass shootings with these white people, these are just random acts of violence. Nope. No, it was not. It was calculated and premeditated. That was no random act. That was not a random act of violence. That church that got shot up in Michigan, it was premeditated and calculated. That was not a random act of violence. When the white guys tried to assassinate Donald Trump, it was calculated and premeditated. It wasn't random. When Charlie Kirk got assassinated, when Charlie Kirk got unalived, it was calculated and premeditated. That was not a random act of violence. The white guy who shot up that, it was North Carolina. Yeah, North Carolina. In North Carolina, the white guy who shot up that restaurant, unalived 3 people and injured 5 more. That was not random. It was calculated and premeditated. These people think they can tell us anything as if we're just going to go along with it. Why? Because black conservatives go along with everything that white conservatives say. See, black conservatives, they're not allowed to have their own voice. They are forced to agree with everything that white people say. They got to go along just to get along. Black conservatives got to go along to get along. They can't afford to disagree with white folks. They can't afford to hold white people accountable. So that's why you never see them do it. They're compromised. Agree with everything that white people say. And this is the playbook for black conservatives. Agree with everything that white folks say and say disparaging things about blacks in America. Say disparaging things about blacks in this country and agree with everything that white conservatives say. That's the playbook for a black conservative. That's their playbook. Demonize black people every chance you get, and then on the flip side, agree with everything that white folks say. Just co-sign everything that white people say. And every chance you get, you say something negative about blacks. You say something negative about blacks in this country. That's the playbook for these sellout black conservatives.
Because of skin color, I think that's retarded. But
yeah, right. Well, it would make sense.
yeah.
It'd be a lot safer.
True.
I know. Well, I'm not going to even get into the whole black thing. Everybody's tired of that shit.
Yeah.
I'm tired of them. You've heard of the what's the black?
You tired of them? Guess what? And white people are tired of you. These clowns feel like if they agree with white people and talk down on blacks, then they'll get the approval from whites in the Republican Party, and they'll gain a bigger following. They'll make more money. Well, you are right about that, man. most definitely you can make more money cooning to white folks than you can saying nice things about black folks. That is a fact. You know, unfortunately, that's true. You would think that black people who say things to uplift black people would make more money, but no, that's not true. Agreeing with white people and saying disparaging things about blacks, you can make way more money doing that. Way more money.
I forget his name.
Friend group because of his skin color. I think that's retarded. But
Yeah, right. Well, it would make sense.
yeah.
It'd be a lot safer.
True.
I know. Well, I'm not going to even get into the whole black thing. Everybody's tired of that shit. Yeah. I'm tired of them. You've heard of the what's the black kid that's there? I forget his name. Carmelo Anthony. I know you heard of that.
Yeah.
That shit is crazy. He raised over what, $500,000
Yeah.
for a crime?
Yeah, no, pretty much. But you know, you got to think of it as a good thing.
Now look at these Sambos saying it's a damn shame that Carmelo Anthony raised over $500,000 for committing a crime. Every time a white police officer unalives somebody black, the white community raised millions to support that police officer. White people raised millions for George Zimmerman when he unalived Trayvon Martin. White people raised millions for Daniel Penny. See, every time a white person does something to a black person, they justify it. So they say whites have the right to support that person because the white guy was in the right and the black was in the wrong. Now, on the flip side, when we raise money for our people, it's a problem. They're going to say that somehow we're supporting a criminal. Whites always support their criminals. If a white police officer unalived a black person today, let's say that black person was unarmed, the white community would raise millions for that white police officer to defend him in a court of law. These people are so full of it, man. It's clear as day. It's clear as looking out of the window, man. You know damn well if a white person or a white police officer unalived a black person, even if it wasn't justified, white people will find a way to justify it, and they will raise millions to support that white person that unalived that black person. This is America, baby. All you got to do is study the history. You ain't going to take my word for it. But they're so offended that we raise money to support Carmelo Anthony.
Here's why. It's the first time I've ever seen black people tip. So those individuals.
Then he said, this is the first time I ever seen black people tip. Shut up. Shut your greasy butterball looking big biscuit head ass up, fool. This is the first time I seen a black person tip. And these Sambos sitting up there giggling and laughing as if these white people ain't saying the same thing about you behind closed doors. Oh, but I get it. You go out of your way to prove to these white people that you're different from the rest of the blacks. So in their mind, this doesn't apply to them because they're different.
Man, like I'm not going to exclude anybody from my friend group because of his skin color. I think that's retarded. But
yeah, right. Well, it would make sense.
Yeah.
It'd be a lot safer.
True.
I know. Well, I'm not going to even get into the whole black thing. Everybody's tired of that shit. Yeah. I'm tired of them. You've heard of the
right, Kid Rock, and listen. You know what these white people gonna say? Well, Daniel Penny was in the right. They're all their excuse for supporting their criminals, their excuse for supporting white people who unalive blacks. They're going to say that the white person was in the right and somehow the black person deserved it. That's what they're going to say to justify why they're supporting. That's what they're going to say in defense to why they support their own criminals. But they're going to tell you, well, the white person was innocent. He wasn't found guilty. Well, of course he's not found guilty. This country was built on racism and white supremacy. Most of the time, the white guy will get acquitted. And then they're going to say, well, we have the right to support him because he was found not guilty. Even if he unarmed, even if he unalived a black person that was unarmed, they're still going to find a way to justify it. And white people going to raise millions in defense of that white person. That's how it happens. But they're so offended that we raise money to support Carmelo Anthony. These people are straight up hypocrites, homie.
What's the black kid that's there? I forget his name. Carmelo Anthony. I know you heard of that.
Yeah.
That shit is crazy. He raised over what, $500,000
Yeah.
for a crime?
Yeah, no, pretty much. But you know, you got to think of it as a good thing. Here's why. It's the first time I've ever seen black people tip. So,
Yeah, those fuckers never tell.
Yeah, no. You know what? You know what made me into an Ashkenazi? Pizza delivery.
Really?
Bro, the amount of, because I was delivering pizza in a 2010 Suburban.
Yeah.
So you got to think, dude, if I can get a tip, I'm losing money on the delivery.
Right,
So,
yeah. Right.
like, when I'm driving a 10-mile round trip just for some, like, fat black single mom and be like, exact change. Nope, I cannot eat if you don't give me my change. And it's like, I'm like, damn, dude.
Look at how fat he is, and he's talking about, oh yeah, well, I have to make a food delivery to some fat black single mom, and yeah. This dude is a fat redneck. He's a fat redneck. He got the nerve to be telling black jokes.
Trip just for some, like, fat black single mom Suburban.
Yeah.
So you got to think, dude, if I can get a tip, I'm losing money on the delivery.
Right,
So,
yeah. Right.
like, when I'm driving a 10-mile round trip just for some, like, fat black single mom and be like, exact change. Nope, I cannot eat if you don't give me my change. And it's like, I'm like, damn, dude, this sucks, bro. So, yeah, I mean, it's life experiences, bro. It's a real thing.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Well, at least it ain't Kevin. Now we got a Jew friend.
Yeah. A good Jew.
Yeah, I love Jesus Christ. He was a Jew.
Yeah.
Got a Jew
I
pedo
tell
catcher.
people, how can I be anti-Semitic when Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior, was a Jew?
right. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
great point. Great
Yeah.
point.
Man, I bet you got some horrible black stories.
Yeah, it's
If you said something about white people, right? About fat white single moms and how, you know, whatever you wanted to say about them, and you said that in a room full of white people, they would not laugh at that joke. They would not laugh at the joke. The problem with a lot of you black people, you guys laugh when white people say negative things about blacks. But if you said something negative about whites, even if it was true and you said it about white folks wouldn't find that funny. They wouldn't find it funny. You got too many black people who allow whites to disrespect them, but whites will never allow you to disrespect their people. They're not going to do it. Why? Because these white people have more pride in who they are. A lot of you blacks, not all of you, but a lot of you, you tolerate this disrespect from white folks because you're too damn busy trying to fit in. You're too damn busy trying to be accepted by a group of people who will never accept you in the first place. You're too damn busy trying to gain acceptance from a group of people who really don't like you. Now, if you're bending over backwards for these white folks, then they'll tolerate you as long as you're bending over backwards for them. But trust and believe, they're not going to sit up there and let you tell jokes about their people, and then you think they're going to sit up there and laugh about it. That ain't going to happen. Bless the like button, family.
Everybody does. Who doesn't?
Yeah.
True,
I got horrible black stories, but I'm black.
dude. My friend Kobe, who played on the offensive line with me in high school. You know, he was just raised to be like, yeah, I always like the Democrats, blah 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 blah.
Right.
But he calls me in like, I think he called me in like it was I think 2023 or something.
Right, yeah.
He's like, because he just moved into an apartment with like his wife or girlfriend, whatever. They have a kid together, and you know, it's a pretty nice apartment. Combined, they're making like good money and shit. And he's like, you know what, Alex? I get it now, man. These people living next to me are straight up. Like, and he's like, you know what? I am now a black conservative. But it's true.
Let's go.
Yeah. So, dude, but I mean, it was inevitable. I mean, he's very smart dude. It's like if he, you know, he doesn't fuck shit up, and it's like it's inevitable what's gonna happen. So.
Same thing happened to me. A black friend from the gym, man. He used to wear the Colin Kaepernick jersey.
Oh,
He was
God.
the biggest Trump hater.
Yeah.
And he said he was voting for Trump.
Yeah, exactly, dude. I've seen the 180 happen to a lot of people.
Yeah, man.
Do you think it's going to hurt Trump if he helps the Palestinians at all?
I mean, does it even matter? He's not even running next election. So.
Right. Yeah.
No, I don't think it'll hurt him. I think it'll get in the good graces of a lot of people because I think people are sick of the foreign aid shit, man.
Yeah.
Especially sick of the Israeli influence. So I mean, I think it would help him.
Yeah.
But-
I think I was reading that story about that New York mayor. He was on investigation. They said he was, I think, don't quote me on this, but I was reading, it was along the lines, they were saying that he was getting money from Turkey to help his re-election, the black guy.
But they dropped the charges, I think.
Eric Adams.
Yeah, I think it got all dropped, though.
Yeah,
dropped.
Yeah, but I was like, man, what's the difference? We get money from Israel.
Yeah.
Right.
What, it doesn't make sense.
Autism. They don't realize.
They don't even know what it is. Yeah. And she just saw some black kid going through her stuff. She's fucking.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what she was. Man.
Yeah.
She got the ticket. She probably a lot of the difference. We get money from Israel. Yeah.
Right.
Well, it doesn't make sense. Yeah, I think that's what created Shiloh, the white lady, calling that poor autistic kid the N-word. I think she crossed the line though. I mean, if you're gonna call someone N-word, it's got to be an adult, and he's got to be doing something crazy to you. She's got the fatigue, man.
Yeah.
So now he just made an excuse for now the one twin said, hold on, she was out of line saying that to a kid. And then once the brother said, no, she had the right to do it because of black fatigue, then the white guy agrees with it. Yeah. Well, black people, if you guys have the right to feel the way that you feel about us, we definitely got the right to feel a certain way about y'all, especially if we're judging white folks by the history in this country. We have no reason to trust white people. We have every reason to believe that whites are evil. Why? If you study the history of America, then you would understand why blacks would have a legitimate reason to feel like most white people are racist. He just justified this woman calling a black kid, an autistic kid, the N-word.
It doesn't make sense. Yeah. I think that's what created Shiloh, the white lady, calling that poor autistic kid the N-word. I think she crossed the line though. I mean, if you're gonna call someone N-word, it's got to be an adult, and he's got to be doing something crazy to you. She's got the fatigue, man.
Yeah.
She got the fatigue, and she probably a lot of people are ignorant to autism. They don't realize. They don't even know what it is. Yeah. And she just saw some black kid going through her stuff. She's fucking.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what she was thinking. So how much money is she at? Look it up, Joe. I think it's over $700K. I'm glad to see white people sticking together now.
Dude, white people been sticking together. See, it's cool for them to raise money for this white woman that called this child an N-word, but they got a problem with blacks supporting Carmelo Anthony when they raised millions for Daniel Penny. These people are hypocrites, man. It's nothing but hypocrisy throughout this whole video. Let's celebrate Shiloh, whatever her name, Shiloh. Let's give her money, even though she called the child an N-word, but we're still going to raise money for her. Daniel Penny, you think about what he did to that guy in the subway. They raised millions for him. They raised millions for George Zimmerman. They raised millions for these police officers every time they unalive a black person, but they got a problem when we supported Carmelo Anthony. Now, he said it's nice that white folks are sticking together. Well, how come you didn't say that about Carmelo Anthony? You could have said, well, at least black folks are sticking together and defending their own people. See, as a black person, is damned if you do and damned if you don't. If let's just say nobody raised money for Carmelo Anthony, they would be talking about that. See, I told you blacks don't support each other. I told you blacks don't support one another. That's what they would be saying if we didn't raise money for Carmelo Anthony. But on the flip side, if we do raise money for Carmelo Anthony, blacks are supporting a criminal. Blacks are sending money to this criminal. What a disgrace. They're always going to find something to say. Just imagine the videos they would have been making if Carmelo Anthony didn't get no support from the black community. I told you black people don't support one another. That's exactly what they would be saying. These people going to find something to say regardless. Middle finger to them.
Dude, I think I think they might charge her or something in Rochester.
Probably.
Dude,
really?
Rochester is like liberal as shit. Like,
yeah,
we just got a pedo arrested in Rochester. Shit, actually, the same day I got arrested, they charged our pedo we caught a few weeks before that. Jason Jurdy, sex offender. He's fucked up. But
basically $750,000.
Damn.
Wow.
She needs to pull the money out, man.
No, she's trying to get that meal.
Yeah.
She probably don't really need the money.
Right.
I think she was like doing a personal
strictly about getting my bread.
Like in like person, like
what? Like a cameo?
Yeah, like cameo. Here, let me see.
What?
That's a humiliation fetish at that point for those
people. Yeah. I'll bet you it's a bunch of black guys.
Yeah.
Call me the N-word.
It's somewhere here. I know it is.
How did you come across that, Joe?
I just saw it like she was holding up a little post-it note and it says the N-word.
Yeah, you can see everybody's black fatigue in the.
Yeah, it's a whole lot of black fatigue here.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I hope they hold the line though and don't charge, but I think they will because,
What are they gonna charge you with?
dude.
Felony harassment.
Yeah, I mean, no shit, dude. Oh, causing like intentionally trying to cause emotional distress. Like, dude, what the heck? Even
I
is
think
that?
disturbing the peace would be a push because she might have called the kid, but that's not a crime.
Right.
Calling someone the N-word.
Yeah.
Then the guy asked her to say it again.
And the guy asked her, "Well, say it again." And she said it.
Yeah.
So,
Dude, and like, what's the line between harassment, disturbing the peace, and free speech? Like,
whenever you charge somebody for harassment, they're attacking your First Amendment right.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
if you're threatening, I mean,
Yeah.
I get that.
Harassment, that's all BS.
See, one thing you know about white people, they're never going to hold their people accountable. Now, you might find some white liberals who will hold racism accountable, but you're not going to see white conservatives holding other whites accountable for racism. Now, let me ask you guys something. I think they're both bad in different ways. White conservatives are bad and white liberals are bad. But I want to ask you guys an honest question. Who do you guys think is worse? Is it white liberals or white conservatives? Who's worse? Who's worse?
Yeah,
oh,
it's
you're
subjective.
harassing me. I can't talk.
Yeah.
It is weird. Like, yeah, if you're threatening, saying, "Yeah, I'm going to beat your ass if you keep this up," okay, I see that. But it's like,
Yeah.
But dude, the law in Missouri, it's like,
These people are ignorant, man, and they love to say that black people are this, black. They say some of the dumbest stuff that you can imagine. They're looking for any excuse to justify why this woman called this child an N-word. That's how you know. Listen, that alone tells you how racist white folks still are in this country. There's no way you could justify that, but white people find a way to justify anything that their people do. It doesn't matter what they people do. White's going to find a way to justify it. Oh, he was a mental health patient. Oh, well, she actually has the right to freedom of speech. They're going to justify anything they people do.
it's a one-line law. It's a felony, which is crazy to me. Intentionally causing someone emotional distress without good reason / cause.
It's ambiguous.
And they do get emotional distress. So it's like, you could technically in Missouri, I could go up to you. I was like, "You're a bitch, and I hope you feel bad about it." And it's like, if you start crying, that's a felony. It's like, it's like, what the? Or if you break up with your
Right. That's why I said earlier, right wing, left wing, both of those wings come from the same bird, so you can't trust none of them. But I just wanted to ask you guys that honest question. Hopefully you guys will give me an honest answer. Who's worse? Is it white liberals or is it white conservatives? Who's worse?
your girlfriend and just say, "You know what, kill yourself." That's a felony. It's like, what the fuck? But then in every other state, if you look at the harassment statute, it's like pretty long, and they're all misdemeanors, by the way, in every other state. Missouri's the only state with felony harassment. And like in Texas, it's like, okay, repeated contact, you got to initiate contact, you got to threaten them, you got to like, you know,
it makes sense.
Right. It's like, all right, I see that. But in Missouri, it's like so broad.
What does that say?
It's somebody's it's somebody's hand on it says.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, are they paying her to do
Is
that?
that her actually doing that?
That's her,
Yeah, it looks like her. It looks like her.
those dead eyes.
You know what probably happened to that
She's
good
still
white
fatigued.
woman? She had a horrible incident with a black guy.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I mean,
She's got some black trauma.
if she has an arm sleeve tattoo, she's been she's crossed some lines.
You know how many white women with arm sleeve tattoos has never been with black men? These white people are very dishonest. Well, if she has an arm sleeve tattoo, that means that she had an experience with a black guy. Man, shut your dumb ass up, Pillsbury Doughboy. Shut up, fool. There's plenty of white women out here who got hella tattoos on their body and all they deal with is white men. It's a bunch of dysfunctional white women with tattoos all across their body and all they date is white men. Shut up, Pillsbury Doughboy. Fat boy. Sitting up there looking like you need a butter biscuit. Why don't you give those butter biscuits to the conservatives twins, to the Haas twins? Give them a whole batch of butter biscuits. You Pillsbury Doughboy.
Yeah, that's the one I found where she's holding up the piece
Yeah.
of paper.
Jeez. Wow. 700K.
Good for her, man.
Yeah, it's but that word has a lot.
She raised $700K, and the fat white guy said, "Yeah, good for her." So she calls a child, an autistic child, the N-word, and then Fat Boy said, "Wow, she raised $700K. Well, okay, good for her." Carmelo Anthony raises, I don't know how much he raised, $700,000, and they say, "Shame on black people for supporting that criminal. What a disgrace. This is a damn shame that blacks would support a criminal." The nerve of these people, their hypocrisy.
A lot of power on black people. Like, I don't know why. It doesn't affect me because I don't see myself in that light. Yeah. So when you see people getting overly upset when someone says that, it's because they actually think they are that word.
Yeah. Like when I see like these groypers or
You can't. So all of us. So now black, we're supposed to accept the fact that somebody calls us the N-word with the hard ER, right? But if you said a derogatory term, if you said something derogatory towards a Jewish person, let's see you tell Jewish people, don't be mad at words. You shouldn't get mad at the word unless it applies. This is how you know these people expect us to tolerate disrespect. They would never fix their mouths to say something negative about Jews because they understand the repercussions that comes with that. They feel like they can say anything to us and we should just be dumb enough to accept it. Well, if you get mad at a white person calling you the N-word, that means it's true. I mean, they come up with the dumbest excuses to justify their racism. We're supposed to tolerate whatever white people say, but they know damn well they got to watch their mouth when they say something about Jewish people.
These wignats on Twitter say, "Cut your scammy Jew." It's like, I'm just apply to me. I mean, I'm fine with
Shout out to everybody, man. Make sure that you guys bless the like button. Shout out to the Deacon, man. The Deacon for the super chat. Deacon said he said both of them. Yeah, see, listen, these people tread lightly when it comes to talking about Jews, but they feel like they can call us the N-word and we're supposed to just accept it. Oh, whatever happened to having thin skin? Sticks and stones may break your bones, but words should never hurt you. Well, if you truly believe that, why do you tread lightly when it comes to why do you tread lightly when it comes to Jews? They tread lightly. They watch what they say. But black folks, oh, what happened to you guys having thick skin? Why are you being so sensitive? Words should never hurt you. So they say all these ridiculous things so that we would be willing, so that we'll tolerate disrespect.
that. I mean, they think it applies to me. I don't care. You get that a few times, but it's like, who cares? I mean, whatever. It's just fucking that, words.
Yeah. Like, not to black people.
No, right.
It's like World War III for them.
Yeah. Why do y'all think they're so feminine about that shit?
I don't know. That word has power with them. I don't know.
Have you ever?
It's got to be a self-esteem thing.
Yeah.
Man, these are the most dishonest. Like, these dudes they're a disgrace, man. They shouldn't even call themselves black because they're not. These dudes are they're terrible. They got to be some of the worst dudes on the internet. So we're sensitive because we don't tolerate disrespect. But you tread lightly when it comes to your criticism of Jewish people. You see this nonsense? Do you hear this nonsense? We're sensitive because we're not going to tolerate disrespect.
Yeah. Like, not to black people.
No, right.
It's like World War III for them.
Yeah. Why do y'all think they're so feminine about that shit?
I don't know. That word has power with them. I don't know.
Have you ever?
It's got to be a self-esteem thing.
Yeah,
it's got to be.
It has. I mean, have you ever at any point been offended by that word before?
When I was a little kid, it scared me. But now as I grew up, I said, well, I understand why you call me the N-word.
Right.
Because I was doing some messed up shit.
Yeah.
So now he just justified a white person calling him the N-word, and he's laughing about it, man. White people love sambos like this because white people know they can say anything they want to say about black people, and the Hodge twins, they're going to laugh about it. The Hodge twins, they're going to co-sign it. Anything negative that white people say about blacks, the Hodge twins going to co-sign it. So white people love being around sambos like this. Oh, they absolutely love it.
Yeah, but I've been called that word. I remember we was in California, Alex, and Keith cut this I didn't see her. And then we started recording her.
Right.
Right. I said, I'm posting this on Facebook, right?
Yeah.
She said, "What, you put me up on Facebook, you dumb?"
Oh my God.
She was going to kill me.
Shout out to Gold Professor for the super chat. My bro, Gold Professor, man. Appreciate you, my brother.
That's like, why am I recording this? That's like, yeah, you're right. You deserve.
Shout out to Lim Hendricks for the 25 on the Cash App. Lim bless us with a 25. Let's get some more of you brothers to support that Cash App as well. These dudes will tolerate anything that white people say about black folks. The most negative, disparaging things. It don't matter what white folks say, they're gonna embrace it, they're gonna accept it, and they're gonna laugh at the joke with white people. My God, these dudes, man, they got to be some of the worst people on the internet. White people don't even want y'all in their community, bro. The Hodge twins was begging those white people. You know those white dudes that was building that whites only town. The Hodge twins said, "Hey man, we're half white. Can we move in over there?" They said, "Oh no, you're not. You ain't coming over here. You're still black. No way. There's no way you coming over here. This community is for whites only." Butter biscuits.
I think I still have the video, but I never posted. I was like, I'll be in a little bitch if I do that.
Yeah.
I didn't post.
And plus, you did cut off.
I did cut off.
Yeah, it's like it's always just like a reaction to shit when people say like you know,
but they don't just go, "Hey, what's up?"
They don't do that.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
Unless you're Kanye West, of course.
Right.
We just started selling methylene blue, which is way better than energy drinks, without the jitters or the crash.
Man, I don't want to hear nothing you doing. Shut up.
Yeah, have you heard about his new song? How?
Yeah. I think the song's kind of but I mean, I like the.
Now, if we started talking about crazy white guys who shoot up churches and colleges, they wouldn't have nothing to say about that, right? Now, when black people do ignorant stuff, we hold them accountable. You know, I don't condone ignorance from black people. And when we do stuff, I be like, damn, bro, we got to quit doing that. I was just talking about the Chicago, was it Memorial Day or Labor Day? One of those two. Was it Memorial or Labor Day? Matter of fact, it was both of them, man. And I did some content on that right there where I said, blacks, man, come on, man. We can't be shooting up each other on these holidays. That's disgraceful. We got to do better. So when blacks do ignorant stuff, I even hold them accountable. The problem with people like this, they ignore the violent crimes that white people commit. They pretend as if it's not happening. I'm going to talk about black fatigue all day while ignoring the violent crimes that white men commit. That's the mindset.
Message of it though. It's good.
Right.
I mean, I know it's cliche, but dude, if people can rap about Satan and nobody says shit and they get promoted, why can't he rap about Hitler? And you know, all these leftovers, they call Hitler the devil, the Satan, and this and that. So isn't he just rapping about Satan then? Why aren't y'all promoting him?
Right.
So, I mean,
Hitler was a devil. Hitler was evil. So why would we celebrate somebody like that, right? See, white people find a way to justify anything negative that they people do. But on the flip side, they find any and every excuse to demonize us for everything we do. These dudes got Mexican wives, right? Both of these dudes got Mexican wives, right? These dudes, they're a disgrace, man. They're what a disgrace these people are, man. I never liked the Hodge twins. I never followed them. I never listened to their content. These dudes are bootlickers. 100%. They always got something negative to say about black people, but on the flip side, they always make excuses for white people when they commit violent crimes. All the time.
I think the song actually got pulled. Yeah, you can't play it.
Several times.
Several times?
Everywhere. They try to re-upload it. Other accounts try to upload. Even on X, it's pulled.
Oh, man.
oh my God.
It's fucking dangerous.
There's no such thing as freedom of speech in this country.
No, it's insane, dude.
Heil Hitler, man. Fuck.
How?
He should just test it out and just replace Hitler with Satan and just Heil Heiden and shit, and then just like see if it gets pulled.
Right. Have you seen the video?
No.
Oh, you haven't? Oh.
Yeah. Oh, man. Well, we could.
Yeah, man, this is terrible. The Hodge twins are a disgrace. They're nothing but a disgrace. Seriously. We're supposed to tolerate any and everything, right? And if we don't accept it, oh, you guys are just being sensitive. Or when we hold white people accountable for what they did to us in this country, you guys need to stop pretending to be victims. They'll gaslight you. But on the flip side, they feel like they have the right to call out negative things that black people do. But when we hold whites accountable for what they did in this country, stop pretending to be a victim. Slavery was 500 years ago. Yeah. Blacks, you blacks just need to get over that. You guys never went through slavery. It was 500 years ago. Get over it. White people are not racist. Whites in this country are not racist today. Racism died with slavery. And that's what they say to you, to gaslight you. That's what they say when they want to gaslight you.
Play it, but you can't play any no sound. Mute it.
Oh, yeah, because you go on YouTube.
Yeah. Just mute it. He's creative.
Yeah, that mass shooting in Mississippi with black people. Oh, man, they're going to talk about that all week. Oh, they're going to talk about that all week. This is the problem with black people. This is the problem with black culture. They're violent. They're criminals. They're not educated. They're raised in fatherless homes. They grew up in the ghetto. They're violent. They're criminals. You'll never hear the end of it. But on the flip side, when little Timmy decides he wants to shoot up a church or a college, oh, well, he was mentally challenged. He was neglected by his parents. He suffered from mental health. He suffered from mental health issues. He didn't take his medication that day. He was off the rocker. He was off his rocker. This was a random act of violence. He was a lone wolf. This is not a reflection of the white community. This is no reflection of whites in this country. He stood alone. He was a lone wolf. He didn't take his meds that day. That's the excuse that they'll make for little Timmy when little Timmy decided he want to shoot up a church, or when little Timmy decide he want to shoot up a college.
Did you see his Piers Morgan interview?
No.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
Oh, well, there you go. That's it. Bunch of Negroes standing in the dark.
Yeah.
But they're wearing a bunch of African garb, though, right? Yeah.
Caveman.
Yeah, that's some caveman stuff right there. Yeah.
So yeah, you could read their lips, Alex.
Oh, yeah. God, jeez. Wow. I could barely see him on the screen, though. I guess you could really say they're not C's because I can't see them.
I think that's the effect he was going for. He just wants to see eyes and teeth.
Yeah.
Hey, in World War II, when we was fighting the Germans, wasn't Africa some countries fighting with him? I know Japan was with him.
Yeah, Japan was with him.
Yeah, I think some African countries.
I don't know if Africa, some Arab countries were with Hitler.
Yeah. That's a fact a lot of people don't realize. They just think there was a bunch of other white countries with him. Yeah, that's like, that's odd. I thought he's a white supremacist. Why has he got the fighting with him?
Right. Well, to be fair, a lot of the white supremacists are like, I hate every brown and Asian country except for Japan. So I mean, I saw a meme on Twitter where it's like, I only care about these countries and it only showed America and Europe and Canada, and then just Japan was right there too. So.
Hey, well, whites and Chinese, Asian descent, they got the highest IQs.
Yeah.
Makes sense why they were band together against the Negro.
Yeah. Oh.
They don't have the highest IQ. No, they don't. Whites in this country, whites in the United States of America didn't get wealthy through honest hard work, right? They got wealthy stealing from everybody. They got wealthy. You know, I think you guys already know how they got wealthy in this country. They got wealthy from stealing, thievery, backstabbing, bloodshed, right? That's how they got on top in this country. Whites didn't get wealthy in America because of their high IQ. That's not what happened. White people stole their way. White people robbed and they took from people to get to where they're at in today's. They stole and robbed from everybody to get where they at. That's exactly what they did. They didn't get to this position because they have a high IQ. That's not what it is, bro.
Yeah, no, I think I think Asians are awesome. I think there should be a. I mean, I wouldn't mind like a 90% white society with like, you know, just my family as the Jews and like, and then just, you know, just scattered around, just some Asians, Mexicans, a little bit of blacks.
Hey, you got to get a license first. That sounds good to me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I live in a white neighborhood. Yeah.
Me
I live
too.
in a white neighborhood.
Me too. I live with my parents, but it's a white neighborhood. I still live there, so.
Do you think it's racist for someone to say, I don't want to live in a black neighborhood?
No.
I don't think so either.
Well, even if it is, I mean, it might be, but who cares?
Well, you know, racism can protect you sometimes.
Right.
You know, pattern recognition. Well, I see racism as like holding somebody down.
Pattern recognition. Well, if we want to talk about patterns, you know, you can look at the crimes that white people commit. Pattern recognition, right? These people are sick. It's funny that white people never hold themselves accountable for anything they do. You know, they'll just deflect, move the goalpost so that they can say something negative about black people while ignoring the violent criminals in their own community. The nerve of these people.
Yeah. Oppressing people. I don't see it like, no, I don't want to live there because I have a good reason not to live there. It's very dangerous. Yeah, you're oppressing yourself at that point. Yeah, it's like I'll be. What did Nick Fuentes say? I'll be
You'd be unsafe. You know, living around black
He said that's showing a lack of responsibility.
Oh my God.
That's what Dick said. He said it'd be unresponsible of me.
And when the Hodge twins talk about IQ, these guys don't have a high IQ. These dudes are they the modern day Beavis and Butthead. The Hodge twins is the modern day version of Beavis and Butthead. These dudes are not intelligent. They're not smart. They're idiots. They suck up the white people because, like I said earlier, they'll do anything in their power to prove like they're different than the rest of black people. Like, oh, we're different. We should be allowed to live in an all-white community. We're half white. Then white people say, oh, no, this community is for whites only. You know, the Hodge twins are begging white folks for acceptance. That's why they agree with white people anytime they have something negative to say about us.
Raise my white family in a black neighborhood. Well, it's true. Why would you do that?
As he lives in like Chicago.
Make sure that you guys bless the Cash App, man. So far, Lim Hendricks is the only one who blessed the Cash App. Let's get some more people to support this content. Right. Show some love. Shout out to the Deacon for those super chats. I appreciate you, bro.
Right. Yeah, I was like, why do you still live there? Yeah. You know? I think it's in the suburbs. On the good side, yeah. I'm sure his side of town is white. Yeah. It's gotta be.
Yeah, probably. But I mean, he still had two people go to his house. One of them trying to kill him, and the other one is like,
that's crazy.
The Hodge twins are pretty damn ignorant, man. They really are. You know, they get money for being stupid. You know, what they're doing is, well, let's say disparaging things about black people and agree with everything that white people say when they have something negative to say about blacks. That's their recipe for success on social media. Agree with white people anytime they say something negative about black folks, and then on the flip side, say disparaging things about black people every chance we get. That is their blueprint to success on social media. We'll just pander to the MAGA audience. We'll just pander to white conservatives. And that's exactly what the Hodge twins do. These guys are truly pathetic.
As plainly as possible. I don't want to live around black people. I just don't. It's impossible.
It's gotta be.
Yeah, probably. But I mean, he still had two people go to his house. One of them trying to kill him, and the other one is like,
that's crazy.
As plainly as possible. I don't want to live around black people. I just don't. It would be irresponsible if I had a wife and kids to live near black people. It just would be. And that's not to say that every black person is violent. It's not to say that every black person is the same way. But we watch the news. We read the papers. When you drive downtown in Chicago, you know who you got to look out for and worry about when you're thinking about whether you're going to get carjacked, when you're worried about catching a stray bullet, when you're worried about who's going to pull up on the side of the road and literally shove a rifle in your face and steal your iPhone or shoot you point blank, execution style, in Lincoln Park. We know who's doing it. I don't want to live near them. I don't want to be near them. They make me nervous.
Oh my God.
Nervous.
They make me nervous.
Dude, I think just like his temperament and the fact that he's like 5'5", 5'6", make it so much funnier. How he's like, I'm just not comfortable right now around this. I'm gonna go.
He's got the suit on and the red tie.
Yeah. I think he's only like a year or two older than I am. I think he's like the smartest person in my generation. He's fucking like very, very high IQ. He's a very bright dude.
Yeah, he's very smart.
Nick Fuentes is not very smart. He has a high IQ. He's very intelligent. No, he's not. All he does is say negative things about black people. That doesn't require intelligence. That doesn't require a high IQ to say disparaging things about black folks every chance you get. No, it does not. Stop it. We ain't finna play those games. Get up out of here with that. Oh, Nick Fuentes is just so intelligent. No, the hell he's not.
Sir, in that video.
Yeah.
You heard his voice.
Yeah.
I like the pause. They make me nervous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just like that stuck-up kid from like those like old, I guess those older like TV shows, just like just like the kind of the, I guess I don't know, I'm trying to, Neville Papperman from iCarly. I guess I wouldn't know that. I mean,
Yeah.
But yeah, he was just like so stuck up and just kind of like, I'm doing that, like, you know what I'm saying? It's because
right,
that attitude.
Right. Yeah. I noticed everything he was saying when I was like 10, 11 years old. Because my black friend said, won't you come on this side of town? I said, nah. Too many black people over there for me.
Dude, I mean, I was lucky in high school because I just hung out with offensive linemen. And, the bigger offensive line blacks are not like, they're not undisciplined. They're always a skill position that are always causing all the penalties and all this shit. It's like if you look at a high school football roster and you go to the wide receivers and the cornerbacks, and you look at a jail roster in that county 10 years later, you're going to see the same fucking names there. So
right.
Like legit though, it's like, dude, I think one of the cornerbacks is doing, or I guess he did it already, but did like 2 years for like some weapons charges in fucking Houston, which like, I don't know, there's crazy some other shit that's happened too. But
that's so very true. Looking back when I was in school, like all the people that was in the basketball games and the football games committing penalties and making stupid mistakes, they all ended up in prison. Yeah. This showed a lack of discipline. Yeah. It's a great indication.
Yeah, no, it really is. You can learn a lot from playing sports as a kid about people. So
yeah,
just a noticer, like my little league running back AJ Armstrong. You can pull it up, Joe. His dad was a former NFL player, like just kind of more like a practice squad guy, but he ended up shooting both of his parents.
Wow.
Yeah. AJ Armstrong in Houston, Texas. He was my running back in 5th grade. He was very, very talented, but. Dude,
physically, obviously.
Yeah.
Physically, but not mentally.
No, not at all. But,
is that him?
Yeah, that's him right there. He's doing it.
How the hell do you shoot your parents?
I don't know, dude.
Well, a lot of white people have unalived their parents. A lot of whites have unalived their parents. You don't see none of these people holding white people accountable for that, right? Black people who do that to their parents, that's a new thing. It's really unheard of, right? It's crazy that you have black people who do that because usually that's associated with white people. So that's how a lot of our people are losing their minds because they're committing some of the same crimes that white people are known for committing. Black people never unalive their parents. That's not something that we did, but this new generation of blacks, like they're different, man. They have no morals. They don't stand for anything. They don't understand the history of this country. They live for the moment. So damn.
He kind of grew up rich. Maybe he wanted to be black and not have a dad or something.
I think I've seen this dude on Forensic Files.
Yeah, they've done some videos on him.
First 48?
I don't know, maybe.
Yeah. I've seen him before.
That's tragic.
Dude, it's crazy because his
Did they
parents were so
survive?
nice. No, killed them both.
Wow.
His parents were so nice, dude. Like, they were awesome people.
Oh, you
but-
remember him?
Yeah.
Culture got him. Or the low IQ, one of them.
Yeah.
Sobbing one.
Yeah, dude. Of course, he knocks up a white woman while he's facing life in prison.
Wow.
Yeah.
Had everything going for him. Nice black family. Your father stuck around, got a white girlfriend, and you still screwed it up.
Yeah. No, he was dude, and it's crazy because he's like, I mean, because he did like a bunch of interviews, like kind of leading up to him going to prison. Which I hope I'm not, knock on wood, that's not me, but like, fuck. I mean, at least I'm not facing like life and shit.
Yeah.
But,
Did you see this coming when you was his age in high school?
No, not at all.
He seemed
Not
like
at all.
a good kid, huh?
Yeah. But he would do these interviews, and he would never say in the interviews, "I just hope they found who killed the parents. I just hope they found. I miss my parents." It was always like, "I didn't do it. No, I wouldn't do something like that." So I'm like, dude, are your lawyers not coaching you to just say like, I feel bad. Like he was like he was so guilty just based on his answers. So.
Right.
But
hit the like button if you haven't already. Family, show some love to the show. You already know. Yeah, man, this is just one of them things, man, that this is crazy. Crazy. Then you got Brian Anthony Logan. Let's go to the next clip. I wish that black people
You know what? I wish black people, because black people, liberal blacks, I wish they marginalize conservative black voices, and they should be getting a second opinion, because if you had a second opinion, you would see things from other people's point of view. And black people just, especially black liberals, black women, black men, they put themselves in a box and they see the world from a racist lens. Like, I do not doubt for a fact, if that dude was on the jury, whatever his name is, he's going to convict that man simply because he's white.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shame.
Yeah. So the problem is, what we're going to do with these niggas?
Hey, but check it out though. There was another case in New York on the subway. Somebody else got killed on the subway. It was a black man versus a black man.
Really?
Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay.
You saw that? Yeah. Nice.
So black man attacks the other black man's girlfriend, I think. Is punching her, hitting her. Black man has a knife, a weapon, stabs him, kills him right there on the subway.
Wow.
At first they say, okay, we're going to give you manslaughter. Then they drop it. Then they drop everything. So no charges, no court case, no nothing.
Wow.
But then you're nearly with the little restraint, and things go wrong. Oh, let's go throw you in the penitentiary.
Right. Yeah.
Same place, New York City subway.
Yeah. And that dude was
Anthony Brian Logan is he terrible, man. We got way too many Stevens in our community, bro. So if we got people like this right now, just imagine how many people we had like this during slavery that was stopping our progress. When blacks tried to escape the slave plantation, you had people like the Hodge twins, you had people like Anthony Brian Logan, you had people like Officer Tatum. They reported everything to the slave master to keep you in captivity. So if we got all these coons now and we're free, just imagine how many Sambos we had then. Back during, imagine all the Sambos we had during slavery, who reported everything to the slave master, who told the slave master all of our secrets. We got way too many Stevens in our community, y'all. Way too many. They look for any and every excuse to defend white people. But at the same time, they're demonizing black folks.
They're hitting her. Black man has a knife, a weapon, stabs him, kills him right there on the subway. Wow. At first they say, okay, we're going to give you manslaughter. Then they drop it. Then they drop everything. So no charges, no court case, no nothing.
Wow.
But then you're nearly with the little restraint, and things go wrong. Oh, let's go throw you in the penitentiary.
Right. Yeah.
Same place, New York City subway.
Yeah. And that dude was actually carrying a concealed weapon that he had a license for. And they dropped the charges against him.
Yep, because that had a weapon charge at first. Drop all of that.
I seen another video of it was a black guy and a white guy. I wish I had that video. And the black guy just punches the white guy for like bumping into him. Oh, man, it's been a great video.
Black guy punches white guy. Never gonna get a shit.
You gonna get the whole internet.
Yeah, you gonna get. Hey, is it just me? Your feed on Instagram. I just see nothing but black people just crashing out, black women, black dudes fighting. I'm like, why does this keep coming up in my feed? Why?
See, it's mighty funny that you talk about black people crashing out. Listen, if you want to focus on negative stuff, you can find it. If I wanted to create videos about white fatigue, I could find negative stuff that white people do all week. And I can make content out of the crazy things that white people do. I can show you white drug addicts. I can show you racist white supremacists. I can show you white guys who underlie people in DUI and driving while drunk. Driving while intoxicated, DWI. I can show you videos of white people every day doing something negative, doing something foolish. See what these people do? They look for the worst. They look for the worst black people that they can find, and they use that for content. Well, if I went out there, I could find some of the worst white people ever and just produce content and just make content about that. And trust me, it's easy to find. If I just focus on white people and talked about all the negative, degenerate stuff they do, I would never run out of content. I could make a whole series about white fatigue. That's how easy that would be. It'd be that easy.
Can I get some white people acting cool? Is your feed like that too?
I don't really see that too much. I be seeing them Instagram.
I mean, think about it, homie. If you look for negative stuff, you can find it. You could easily find white people crashing out all over the internet. I could make a series about white fatigue and I'll never run out of content showing you the ignorant things that white folks do. It will be endless content. You got to go looking for that stuff. Now, of course, they're going to promote black crime and stuff because black dysfunction is profitable, which is why black coons don't mind talking about it because they get paid to talk about black dysfunction. There's a lot of money in that. We got to start creating channels showing everybody the negative stuff that white people do. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to dedicate a whole week talking about white fatigue and the violent crimes that whites commit. The drug addicts in the white community. The white men who beat their wives, white men who abuse their children. I could give you guys endless content about that. Trust me, I would never run out of material. But they pretend as if they don't see white people doing these things, which is why they never talk about the violent crimes and the ignorant things that white people do. They ignore it. They pretend like it doesn't exist. And they make videos and they produce content about the ignorant things that black people do all day, every day. I could find a video every day, multiple videos every day if I wanted to hold white people accountable for the stupid stuff that they do in this country. I would never run out of content, fellas. I would never run out of content. Especially if I just focus on that.
My feed. I don't be seeing
you be looking at them twerking videos. See, I like too many of them crashing out videos. Yeah. That's probably what as soon as you look at one, you're gonna
get everything.
You're gonna get bombarded. No, but you look at it, but then you like it. And save it.
If you save it, that's it.
Send me some videos, Cat, because I think I'm gonna do it. I would never run out of content showing you the ignorant stuff that white folks do. They got the nerve to talk about black fatigue.
Keyed in right there. Gonna get all of that.
Algorithm. Right. I guess my algorithm messed up. Yeah. I don't mean to sound so racist over here. So you grew up in South Boston. You spent time between West Virginia. Where you live at now?
Well, I grew up in Norfolk, Virginia, that area.
Norfolk, Virginia. Okay. Yeah, but you always confuse Norfolk with Virginia Beach for some odd reasons.
Same thing. It's all one place, yeah. Mm-hmm. But now I live in Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm probably about 90 minutes from Atlanta, about 2.5 hours from Nashville.
Oh, okay. You spent a little time in Atlanta too, right?
Oh yeah, I'm in Atlanta quite a bit.
Tell me about Atlanta. It's a gay place, right?
Well, look, you know what? My thing is, if you look for it, you're gonna find it.
Right.
If you want to find the 8-foot tall transformer, you could go ahead and get that down in Midtown Atlanta.
Yeah.
All right.
Man, I've been in Atlanta. I ain't even got to look for it. It's right there in my face. They swinging on poles. They hanging off of signs and stuff. They twerking out in the middle of the parking lots and stuff. Yeah, that place is like really gay. Like the women there. We was going to the airport in Atlanta. Like just women are so aggressive.
Oh yeah.
Because I think it's a lack of straight men there. And when I'm coming through the airport, you say, "Yep, that dude's straight."
It's a lot of straight men in Atlanta, but there's also a lot of gay people, just like everywhere else. Atlanta is a rest haven for rainbow community activities, but when they try to make it seem like every black man in Atlanta is rainbow, that is a bold-faced lie. False. There's a lot of brothers in Atlanta who ain't down with that rainbow community activities. They're not down with the rainbow community activities. I know a lot of brothers in Atlanta who are against that.
Yep. That's an alpha male right there. That's an alpha male right there.
How come they didn't want to talk about San Francisco? You think about San Francisco, and San Francisco once was the rainbow capital, and it was full of white people. But it's mighty funny that they never wanted to hold San Francisco accountable. See, they know that Atlanta has a large black population, and Atlanta is known for being a black city. Even though the black population has decreased over the last 10 years in Atlanta, but it still has a large black community out there. A sizable black population, a big black population in Atlanta. So they key in anytime there's something negative about black folks, they key in on it. Anytime there's something negative about white folks, they hide it and they pretend like it doesn't exist.
Got a beard and everything.
No, but they're very aggressive. They will pull up on you. You could be on a date with one girl. They come to host, the waitress, somebody at your table trying to talk to you. Or when she goes to the bathroom, she'll give you the number. Man. I've had that experience a few times.
Oh man, Atlanta. Yeah, I ain't got enough. Well, I'm married now. I can't do it.
Nah, don't even do it.
I ain't had a black piece of ass in a long time.
And they wear you out down there because they as no men. Oh man, they're gonna wear you smooth out. So stay away.
Yeah, I was married before she was black. It was a horrible fucking experience. I was like, I'd never do that shit again. Are you married?
No, I'm not. I was, but I'm not. I'm in the street.
Oh, you in the streets, huh?
Shout out to Gold Professor. Shout out to Gold P, man. Shout out to the God Gold P. The God Gold P. What it do, bro? Right. Atlanta in the 1990s was different from the Atlanta that you see today, right? That's a fact. You know, Atlanta became that place. Like they turned Atlanta into that, right? And unfortunately, that's what you're going to see in the ATL, right? You know, even in San Francisco and other cities across the country, you're going to see rainbow activities. In Chicago, they got a community called Boys Town. In Chicago, there's a community called Boys Town, a bunch of rainbow community members. If you go to West Hollywood, if you go to Los Angeles, right, and you go to not Hollywood, go to West Hollywood. That is the rainbow community. That is the rainbow community stronghold in West Hollywood. You're going to see a bunch of rainbow flags. So if you go to Los Angeles, stay away from West Hollywood. If you go to Chicago, stay away from Boys Town.
Yeah.
Do you have a preference in women, or?
I like black women.
Yeah. I like all women. Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't gonna discriminate now. If I get one of them, like, you know, big European Melania Trump looking women come in here, yeah, she going. Right. Come on back to Chattanooga with me. We leaving.
Right. Yeah. I mean, like I like all women, but with black women, I got my guard up. After first, I said, no, I know the signs.
It's traumatic experience. It's like, oh man, I don't want to do that no more.
Yeah, I don't know. Some people say I just picked the wrong black woman. Yeah, that woman he used to date, she used to whoop his ass.
See, that's a red flag right there. Come on, man. You getting beat up. It's like, man, all right, this might not be the one right here.
Brian, Anthony, I used to come to see him. I was in Marine Corps. He was in Marine Corps in San Diego. I was in Tulsa, California. I would drive up to go see him, and every time I got to see him, he had a new scratch.
Yeah, girl.
I was like telling Keith, man, you better leave this woman. You gonna wake up one day with a knife in your chest.
Mm-hmm.
That woman was, man, you the one that turned the car around. That's how.
Man, shout out to everybody, man. Listen, man.
I met the bitch. We driving around in San Diego, right? I said, look, man, I think those some hookers. Turn around. That's exactly what you said. It was two black chicks walking up the street. So I turned around. They wasn't hookers, but they was just walking up the street, and they got in a car with us. That's how I met her. That's how he met his ex. Yeah. Got married, man. You know what the problem was? We got married too young.
You got married too young.
That's the problem.
How old were y'all when y'all got married?
19?
Oh yeah, nah. Come on, 19. Why would you get married at 19?
Stupid. I'm a family man.
But y'all
Man, getting married at 19 is the dumbest thing you could ever do as a man. You haven't even experienced life yet. You're not even old enough to drink. So you don't even know what you like. You ain't even you listen, you're not even a man at 8. You're not a man at 21. So you know that you're not a man at 19. You ain't got no damn business getting married at 19. You don't know nothing about life. And on top of that, you don't know nothing about women. You don't even know yourself. Not only are you clueless about female nature, you don't even know who you are at 19. Your brain ain't even fully developed at 19. You got the nerve to talk about I got married. Man, please.
Y'all were in the military too. Military guys, y'all known for doing that. Like in Virginia, we see y'all coming out of the way. The boat boys.
Military men are simps, right? Military men just want love. They always want to get married. And military men marry 304s, skanks, scallywags. You know how many military men wipe up scallywags and females who are pass-arounds? They wipe up females who are pass-arounds. Military men are desperate for affection and they're desperate for love to the point to where they wipe up 304s. Females who's been passed around, females who are clearly for the streets. I know tons of military guys who wiped up 304s and promiscuous women. Some of the biggest simps in America are military men.
Especially the Navy guys. Oh, yeah. Once you leave the gate, them girls are ready for you.
Yeah, right. And you get paid more money when you get married. Yeah, big. So they incentivize you to do it. Yeah. Bitch took all my money. Anyway, what do you think Penny's life is going to be going forward? Daniel Penny.
Yeah, man. Military men are the biggest simps. They really are. They're so desperate for love that they wipe up promiscuous women who done slept with the whole damn neighborhood, who done slept with the whole basketball team. Those are the type of women that they deal with.
He'll be all right because Zimmerman went through the same kind of thing with, oh, we going to do something soon, but nobody did anything to him. So ultimately, he'll be okay, I think.
If I said I'd leave the country, I'd go to Thailand or something. Get one of them lady boys. What? Just joking. I would probably leave the country. Personally, because, man, people are crazy. In this climate right now, like everything's been polarized so much, people are nuts.
People are crazy. People are crazier now than they were during Zimmerman. So once he gets his money.
As money is an army, better yet the Navy. If you ever trying to feed me, it ain't gravy. As money is an army, better yet the Navy. Hell yeah, man. Military men are some of the biggest simps in America. All you got to do is talk to these prostitutes and talk to these scrippers. They'll tell you that military men are buying some of the most cat, are paying for it the most. Yeah, them niggas buy a whole lot of kitty cat. Skiggity scat, skedaddle. Pack your bags and move your family on out to Seattle. Military men are straight up simps. Wifing up promiscuous whores in 304s.
From New York City, from the whole thing, his federal settlement money, go ahead and leave.
Yeah. He's looking at a big settlement too because they broadcast it on several networks. Like they That guy saying he's a white supremacist and Klan, and yeah, I think he has a great case against the media too. Yeah,
Yeah.
the way they portrayed him. Yeah, it's like textbook definition of slander what they're doing against him.
Yeah, like Kyle Rittenhouse too. Yep, same thing.
How much did Kyle get? He got a big settlement, right?
I think it was undisclosed. It was rumor.
Man, I met this chick, right? This is how foolish this chick was, right? She was dating military men, right? And she had a problem because I was grinding and working, and I would call her like sometimes later on when I'm done with my stuff. I'm like, you talk to me every day, and we talk on the phone for at least 2 hours a day, sometimes even more than that, right? And she had the nerve to say I wasn't spending no time with her. Hold on, female. Hold on, fool. You was with this military simp who was gone for months. I talk to you every day, and you got the nerve to complain about that. I say, yeah, she's dumb. I got to get rid of her. I can't take her serious. But you know why she was willing to tolerate that military dude? Because he was taking care of her. She didn't have to do nothing. She sat around the house all day and did nothing while some military simp took care of her. And the relationship still didn't work. See, this is how you know there's something wrong with these women. They say they want a provider. They want a man to provide financially. I know women who got with military simps who provided 100%, and they still found a way to break up with these guys. None of those relationships work. Listen, homie, I can show you several situations where men paid 100% and the relationship still didn't work. Because a woman is going to find an excuse to say why this situation is bad. Paying 100% is not going to make her feminine. Paying 100% is not going to make her submissive. Not when you're dealing with the modern day woman. They're never satisfied, which is why you ain't got no damn business paying 100%. She got to do something. She better bring something to the table. I could easily go out there and get women to have sex with me. If you ain't doing nothing but sitting at home and having sex with me, I don't need you. I can get a random woman to bring me food and have sex with me. I don't need to pay 100% to get a woman to do that for me. Hell no. Nah.
Rumors going around. I didn't see no official figure.
You remember the Covington kids?
See, this is the thing. You're paying 100% for promiscuous women who are not even feminine. You know, like a lot of these chicks, they don't even have jobs, man, and they lay in the bed till like damn near noon. A lot of these chicks who don't work, they are lazy. They're lazy. They sit at home all day doing a whole lot of nothing, and they got the nerve to sleep till like noon. She ain't woke up to cook no breakfast. She ain't woke up to clean the house. This woman gets up like around noontime. I know a bunch of simps who paid 100% and got absolutely nothing from that woman. She did nothing to reciprocate that energy. You paying 100% and she's lazy, sitting on her behind all day. You wake up in the morning, she ain't cooked breakfast, she ain't did nothing, but got the nerve to sleep to noontime. Man, please.
There was at the Capitol at the steps when that Native American came up.
Yeah.
They actually, I think he got hundreds of millions of dollars. That's probably wrong though, but he got a lot of money. He shouldn't have to work a day in his life.
Sandman, what's his name? Nick Sandman?
Yeah, Nick Sandman. Yeah. And look, you don't hear nothing about him now. He retired.
Oh, he good. He chilling. He on the beach. He over in town.
They sit at home all day on social media, entertaining nonsense. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. She's still in bed, and it's 10 o'clock in the morning. She ain't even woke her lazy ass up to cook breakfast. Still laying in the bed. Ain't did nothing. You got to be a fool if you're willing to pay 100% for these females that's on the dating market today. Man, they don't deserve that, man. You're not getting some traditional woman that's going to do things that a wife would do. You're going to get a lazy woman who's entitled. You're going to get a promiscuous woman who's been around the block a few times, and she's lazy, and she's entitled. That's what you're going to get. And you know what they're going to say? Our women ain't like that. I know, but a whole lot of them are like that. Our women ain't like that. That must be just the women that you meet. No, I'm talking about the women that I see in public. I listen, homie, it's bigger than the women I deal with. I can look around. I listen, homie. I check. I look and see what's out there. I know a lot of men who are dealing with women like that. I don't deal with women like that, but I know a lot of men who are dealing with women like that. I know a lot of simps who paid 100%, and you dealing with a female, she's lazy. She's in bed till like damn near noon. She ain't woke up to cook no breakfast. She ain't did nothing. It's 12 o'clock p.m. and she ain't did nothing. She's barely getting up out of the damn bed. She's lazy. She's worthless at that point. I can't stand a woman who lays in bed all morning and she don't get her lazy ass out of the bed till noontime. Man, I'm not finna deal with that. She lazy. She's trifling.
I land somewhere with one of them.
He got one of those boys, got one of those damn Asian girls out there. Yeah, man, it's just, you know what? When I was growing up, I used to look at TV and people wearing the suits, and I would just give them this sense of authority over me, and everything that they say is true and real and correct. And it's like now, me being an adult, I look at the media and they are just reckless. The things they say, there's no fact check. When they do fact check it, your stuff, they share opinions that's, you know, it doesn't make a lot of sense. It's like,
and the crazy part about it is you got women like, you talking about me? I ain't talking about you. This applies to so many women. I got to throw all of y'all. Listen, you know how many women fall in that category? They don't have jobs, but they'll lay in bed to noon. They'll sleep the whole morning off and they won't do a damn thing. I'm not saying you got to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, but damn, at least be out of the bed by 9 p.m. Get off your lazy ass and cook some breakfast. Do something. She get out of bed at noon. Her hair is raggedy. She got to throw a bonnet on her head because she's too lazy to do her hair. She's too lazy to clean the house. She's too lazy to cook breakfast. She's too lazy to do her hair. She gets out of the bed at noontime. Her hair is messed up. Breakfast ain't made. The house ain't clean. That broad is lazy. She's a straight up scallywag.
Like Don Lemon is a perfect example of that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he left CNN. We got fired from CNN. Elon Musk gave him a job at X.
I know a lot of females who don't have jobs and they lay in the bed till noontime. Hair ain't done, house ain't clean, she ain't cooked no breakfast. She's sitting on her lazy ass all damn day. She put a bonnet on her head because she's too damn lazy to do her hair, so she get up with these slippers and a bonnet. Dishes in the sink from last night. She didn't get her lazy ass up in the morning to clean the dishes. It's noon the next day, and you still got dishes in the sink. Breakfast ain't made. She looking at damn food, walking around with slippers and a bonnet on her head. That woman is lazy. That woman is trifling. I would never tolerate nonsense for no bra like that, man.
Yep.
Perfect opportunity. Great opportunity. What does he do? He go interview Elon Musk, and the whole time he's patronizing, he's condescending, and he gets fired. It's like these people are their own worst enemies.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
The way the mainstream media works is that they'll present something that's true in an incorrect way. So the way they'll say it, they use certain little keywords, make you think something else other than.
I'm telling you, man, a lot of these females who don't work, like a lot of these females with no job, these are some of the laziest bras that you can ever meet. She got the nerve to sleep in the bed to noontime. Hair looking a damn mess. Hair looking a hot mess. She's looking a hot mess. Her hair ain't done. House dirty. Dishes in the sink. Then she got the nerve to hop on social media. Listen, when she hops up in the morning, instead of taking care of her business, the first thing she do is get on that cell phone to look at what's going on social media. That broad is lazy. She is straight up trifling, and she don't deserve a man that's worth the damn. You didn't sat up there and laid your ass in the bed to noontime. And the first thing you do is get on that cell phone and check on social media. Get your lazy ass in that kitchen and cook some food. Get your lazy ass up in that kitchen and wash them damn dishes. The nerve of this broad. She is lazy. She is trifling.
The truth is, then when you say, hey, you lied about that, they say, no, we didn't lie. We told the truth.
Right.
But you know how people are. They don't really understand what you're saying. It's like speaking in lawyer speak. in perpetuity. What that means? I don't know what that means. And they know you don't know it, so they put it in the contract, so you sign it and get railroaded.
They lie by omission.
Yeah, exactly.
Prey on people's ignorance. Yep. Democrats. That's how they get votes. They prey on your stupidity. Hey, let me ask you this, Anthony. Who you think is the dumbest demographic?
But then you got these Sambos, man, and I had to go in on the ladies because a lot of these ladies who don't have jobs, they lay around at noontime, and they're not doing anything.
The dumbest voting block politically. Everybody already know that. You keep asking questions. I struggle with this. It's either black women or white women. I don't know who's stupider.
Nah, I think white women do things. I think they do things to get power for themselves. White women with feminism and everything, they're very crafty. That's why they want an abortion, because they want to just go do what they want to do, delete the baby, and get away with it. But we don't.
Listen, man. I know a lot of chicks who lay around all damn day and they don't do nothing. They don't keep a house. The house ain't clean. You got dishes in the sink for 2 days. She got a bonnet on her head because her hair looks a hot mess. And then this is the thing. She gets off of her lazy ass around noontime and she won't even get up and make lunch. She skipped breakfast and she won't even get up and make lunch. And it's already noontime. That woman is lazy and trifling. She sit on her lazy ass around noontime, and when she wakes up at noontime, the first thing she does is get on her phone to check on social media. She won't even get her lazy ass in the kitchen to make lunch. You didn't already skip breakfast. The least you can do is get your lazy ass in the kitchen and make some lunch. Clean the dishes that's been sitting in the sink for 2 days. Do something. Your hair look a hot mess. You ain't done your hair in days. You got a bonnet on. Man, this is crazy. And you got a lot of men who tolerate females like that.
We don't do things to get anything. We just do it just because.
Yeah,
because
just out of spite.
Out of spite, because my grandmama and them did it, I'm going to do it. You have no idea who's running, no idea what their policies are. I'm going to just do it. But the white women, they do things for a very specific reason.
Yeah, right. You know, came across a lot of videos, a lot of civil rights leaders, a lot of people sharing opinions about the civil rights movement. They actually say that the civil rights movement actually was detrimental to black people. He said we were better off back then.
We were, exactly. You know, all the integration, all that kind of stuff, it set us back. It set us back. And then now we got a handout for the government. Give me this, give me that. But at the same time, we're not moving forward.
Right.
So then when they bring in money to a community like we said we want, that's called gentrification. Oh, why are you bringing in the Starbucks? Well, didn't you want some more money? Well, there go the money right there. So are you prepared for it, or you want your handout?
Right.
What they're going to end up doing to the community is shipping them out way far away.
Right.
Like it's happening right now in Atlanta. Okay, so you got downtown, midtown, Buckhead, all of that. You got black folks who might have been there. But now you about to go way out to an hour away, almost Alabama. You're going to be in the middle of nowhere and then try to figure it out that way. Right. You're going to get forced back to raising chickens and cows and whatnot.
Hit the like button. It ain't nothing, man. Yeah, man. You know, this is the truth, man. I'm not making this stuff up. Every dude in this comment section, you know women who are like that. And these ain't even got to be the women you're dealing with. You got women in your family like that. A few of these females that you didn't smash on a, it was a smash and pass, but you realize she was lazy and she was trifling. So what women that say, well, those are just the women you dealing with. No, the hell is not. I've seen tons of women like that. And I'm not talking about the women that I'm dating or the women that I've dealt with. This is what you call observable reality. This is what you call observable reality. You ain't got to deal with these women personally to see how trifling they are. You know a lot of these women, they ain't got no jobs and they lay in the bed at noontime. She ain't cooking no breakfast and she won't get off her lazy ass to cook no lunch. The first thing she do is hop on her cell phone to get on social media. The house ain't clean. There's dirty dishes in the sink. She ain't cooked no breakfast. She didn't get her lazy ass up to cook no lunch. That woman is dead weight. That woman is dead weight, and clearly she's taking up space. But unfortunately, you have a lot of guys who tolerate that nonsense.
Freedom of urban living.
Right. I think Democrats condition the people, their constituents, to be dependent on the government instead of like coming up with solutions for those people. That makes them more independent. Less reliant on the government. I think they want people reliant on them.
And then you got to know this, fellas. When they go out in public, when they want to go out somewhere, they'll do their hair and they look decent. See, you can't go off how a female looks in public. You got to judge her for you got to judge her for what she does at home. Because that same trifling female, she'll put on a wig and her best outfit, and she'll go somewhere and you got a bunch of thirsty guys hollering at her. You're not realizing that she's lazy, trifling, and nasty. You don't know that because you see her on her best behavior. You've seen her when she put her wig on. You've seen her when she put her makeup on. You've seen her when she put herself together. But if you deal with this woman on a regular basis, you would know that she's lazy and nasty. If you deal with her and you've seen how she carried herself at home, you would know that she is lazy and nasty. She sleeps in the bed to noontime, won't cook breakfast, won't even get off her lazy ass at noontime and cook lunch. She got a bonnet on her head because her head ain't done. She hops on social media to see what's going on. Skips breakfast. Don't even make lunch when she gets out. She won't even make lunch when she get out of the bed with her lazy ass. See, these females, though, this is what they do. They'll go out in public. Let me put on this wig. Let me put on one of my best outfits. And you think you got something. But once you start dealing with this woman, you're going to realize how trifling she actually is. That's why you can't judge these females based on how they look in public, because when they go in public, they're putting on their best behavior. I'm telling you, bro, I've seen this too many times and I know what I'm talking about. Right? Anybody who gets mad at it, then they're just full of crap because I'm telling the truth. I'm not making this up. Most of you brothers in the comment section say, yep, I've dealt with that. I've seen it myself. So I'm not making this up. So anybody who gets mad, middle finger to you. Get up out of here. Seriously. You just don't want to hear the damn truth. But those are the facts. What the hell you look like? You in a bed to noontime and you ain't got no damn job? You ain't cooked breakfast. You didn't get off your lazy ass to cook lunch. And the first thing you do is hop on your cell phone to get on social media. Man, please.
Yeah, and that's the black community. Yeah. What was that one president? What was his name? Lyndon B. Johnson? Yes. Is there any truth to that? I can't find that video, but they said we're going to have these ends voting us for the next
200 years.
Yeah.
I mean, I heard the same thing. I mean, whether you said it or you didn't say it, does it really matter? Because we see what happened back then. it worked, whatever, right. If you said it or you didn't, it worked because civil rights and all of that. I mean, before that, we had a little bit more parity, like some Democrats, some Republican, but now it's almost 100%.
Right.
But now we're going back the other way, though, with the men, black men. I think black men in Texas.
That's why I'm saying, man, you can't judge these females for how they look when you see them in public. You got to judge them for how they carry themselves at home. You got to judge them for how they carry themselves at home, man. She walking around the house looking crazy. Hair ain't done. Dishes in the sink. Won't get off her lazy behind to cook breakfast. Won't get off her lazy behind to whip up some lunch. And there's tons of women out here that's like that in the dating game. You see these women when they're on their best behavior. You don't realize how nasty her house is. You don't realize that she don't cook, she don't clean. She cooks and clean whenever she feels like it. She don't have a routine to where she's gonna cook and clean. She cooks and cleans whenever she feels like it. That's the reality. Bless the like button if you haven't already. Let's go to the next clip. Man, I'm telling you. You bad. No, I'm telling the truth. All these black men in the comments now, I'm telling the truth.
That's about 3 sons.
See, listen.
And so
listen, homie, it'd be one thing if I was making this up, but I'm not making this up, bro. I'm telling you guys the truth. Go look at a lot of these females who don't work. They don't get out of the bed till noontime. I'm not making this up. Yeah. She don't want to cook no food. Her kids wake up. You better get in there and get some of them noodles. Her kids survive off of hot dogs and noodles. She won't get off her lazy behind to cook breakfast consistently. She won't get off her lazy behind to keep the household clean. She won't do her hair. She'll put a bonnet on. And when she goes out in public, instead of doing her hair, she puts on a bonnet. She puts on a wig to cover up the fact that she don't take care of her natural hair. And a lot of brothers are dealing with women just like that. She'll get dressed up when she goes to an event or something. So you would think a lot. And then listen, a lot of these females have mastered the art of talking good and saying things that sound good. But when you see how they living at home, you realize she's trifling. She just talks a good game in public. She'll put on her best wig and best outfit when she goes out. But if you've seen how that woman conducts herself at home, it will be a major turnoff. You wouldn't want nothing to do with her. I promise you. Women are good at deceiving you. And this is the thing, ladies, don't get mad. I'm telling the truth. Women are good at deceiving you. You see this woman, you see her at the club on a Saturday or a Friday night, right? A Friday night or a Saturday, you see her at the clubs. She got her best wig on, her best outfit on. You don't know that her house is nasty. You don't know that she lays around every day to noon. She won't cook breakfast. She won't get off her lazy behind. She got dirty dishes in the sink. But she'll get off her lazy ass and get on her best behavior when she goes to a club on a Friday night or a Saturday night. But you don't even realize that her house is nasty. She's trifling. But what she will do is she'll fix herself up to go to a club. She'll fix herself up to go to an event. But if you've seen this broad every day, you will realize that she's nasty and trifling. You wouldn't know that unless you dealt with her on a consistent basis. She'll get dressed up when she goes to the club on a Friday or Saturday. She'll do that. But if you've seen her 5 or 6 days a week, you're going to be like, damn, this woman is trifling. You wouldn't know that unless you really dealt with her. And there's too many chicks who fall in that category.
4:45. And so I work all the time. Wow. That's why it's so hard to get me up here because I was just so busy.
Right.
And then the last time we were supposed to come, the fire thing happened.
Yeah, the fires happened.
So,
right.
But
right. Hey, are you married at all? Or?
No, I've been engaged twice. I did it the black way.
The black way? What's the black way?
I had a child, made a child out of wedlock.
Oh, you're a baby daddy.
That's right. But so I have a son and 2 grandkids, adult grandkids now. And then my granddaughter got married, and she and her husband have 3.
Right. They don't feed their kids till like 9 and 10 o'clock at night because they're lazy. Their priorities are messed up. You know? That's what it is, unfortunately. Their priorities are screwed up. Yeah. Man.
3 sons. And so I have a family. I just did it the black way. And I got engaged twice. But
what, black women or?
Yeah. I never thought I would marry a.
And listen, I know we've been on Coons, but I had to hold these trifling females accountable as well. You ain't got no job, you ain't got no damn business laying in the bed to noon. You ain't got no damn business doing that. You need to get off your lazy behind and be productive instead of laying in a damn bed all day. And the first thing she do was get on that phone to see what's going on social media. She skipped breakfast. She won't even get off her lazy behind to cook lunch, even though she just skipped breakfast. These females are lazy and trifling. A lot of these chicks fall in that category, unfortunately. And then you got people saying, well, how come y'all ain't marrying black women? Man, why don't you marry one of these females, fool? You see what's out here in the dating pool. Why don't you marry one of these bras and deal with their trifling behavior? I'm sick of these simps saying, well, how come black men ain't marrying these women? Why don't you marry these women? Huh? You got to be a fool if you think that productive black men who make decent money, want to wife up something like that. Man, you got to be crazy. That woman is trifling. She's nasty and lazy. She won't cook breakfast. She lays in bed at noontime, and when she get out of bed around noon, she won't even whip up no damn lunch. That woman is trifling and lazy. Her hair ain't done. There's dirty dishes in the sink. There's clothes laying around everywhere because she ain't did the laundry. This woman ain't did the dishes. She ain't did the damn laundry. She's trifling and nasty. Won't cook breakfast. Won't get up out of and sleep in the bed till noontime and won't even get up to cook lunch, even though she didn't skip breakfast. Her hair looks a hot mess. Her house looks her house is a hot mess. And you talking about how come black men ain't getting married, man? You got to be crazy if you think black men that's productive. I'm not talking about Pookies and Ray Rays and broke niggas who can't pay bills. We're talking about men who are productive. Why would a man that's productive wife up something like that? Why don't you wife up one of those women, fool?
White woman.
Yeah.
I did grow up thinking I wanted to be with a white woman, though.
Oh, we always said, I want me one of them white women.
Yeah. Because
you never dated a white woman?
I have. What happened was, when I was growing up, my uncles used to go up to New York and Florida for the summer, and they would come back and they would talk about the white woman.
And then this is what's crazy. These pro-blacks, they'll pretend like there's only a small percentage of women that fall in that category. That's how these pro-blacks gaslight you. Well, there's only a small percentage of women who fall in that category. What type of drugs are you taking? That's how we know you're not out here in the dating field. You're not dealing with women. For you to fix your mouth to say that it's only a small percentage of women that fall in that category, you're crazy. You're not being honest. It ain't just a small percentage of women who are doing that. I'm going to get some feedback, man. We didn't roasted these Sambos. We didn't roasted these coons. You can't look me in the face and say that it's only a small percentage of women who are doing that. It's not a small percentage of women who are doing that. It's not. A lot of these ladies fall in the category: no job, no husband, single mother, won't get out of the bed till noon, won't cook breakfast, get out of the bed at noon, and won't even get up to cook no lunch. Her hair is a hot mess. The first thing she does when she gets up in the morning is get on her phone to check on social media. And you can't tell me I'm lying. Tons of women fall in that category. It ain't just a small percentage.
But we always said, I want me one of them white women.
Yeah. Because
you never dated a white woman?
I have. What happened was, when I was growing up, my uncles used to go up to New York and Florida for the summer, and they would come back and they would talk about the white woman. And
the white woman.
And I was.
Let's get some of you brothers to bless the Cash App for some of this game, homie. For some reason, we got a lot of people watching and not a lot of people supporting. Listen, homie, we're not getting a lot of ad revenue on this channel, man. The views are low, so we're not going to get a lot of money when it comes to ad revenue, man. This channel was brand new, so we're going to get pennies as far as ad revenue. So if you slide through, you love the content, drop something on the Cash App, drop something in the super chat, because we giving you guys straight lace game over here. I'm being honest with you guys about what's going on. I'm not sugarcoating the truth because I'm afraid to lose supporters. I got to be honest with you guys. I got to tell you the truth. A lot of these women fall in that category. It ain't a small percentage, homie. Just like we got a coon problem and a Sambo problem. A lot of brothers who became Uncle Ruckus so that they can get a big check from YouTube. We got a major problem. We got a major Sambo problem. We got a major raccoon problem in the black community. You got a lot of black men on social media now who are pandering to the alt-right, pandering to white conservatives so that they can make money denigrating their own people. Unfortunately, we got a lot of black men out here that's doing that for a paycheck, on YouTube and social media.
I was young, they were talking about a white woman.
Yeah.
And the white woman, I don't know if I can say this on TV.
Yeah, you can probably say it.
Go ahead.
You said
But the white woman was different than the black woman in bed.
in bed.
In bed.
Oh,
They
what
would
did,
do
what did they
things-
say? What was the differences?
I can't.
I can probably.
Go and say it. Go and say it.
I'll put it this way.
Go and say it, just.
They would say things that the white women would do in bed that black women would not do.
I found that to be 100% correct.
Yeah. And so black women, they would never do those things, right?
Right.
And so I was like, wow, I'm going to get me a white woman.
I'm telling you, Jesse, these white women suck the soul out of you. Yeah, white women is totally different. Well,
Yeah,
maybe
but
we
black
just-
women are like that now, though.
Yeah, but I think we just had bad experience with the black woman we chose. I ended up marrying a Mexican.
You're married to a Mexican now?
Yeah.
And how about you?
He just said he married a Mexican. Check him out. Listen, man. Listen, black women, don't get offended, because if I'm calling black men out for being Sambos and coons, then I got to call you guys out for your trifling behavior as well. A lot of these women who don't have jobs lay in the bed to noontime, won't cook breakfast. She get out of the bed at noon and won't even get off her lazy behind to cook lunch. She gonna put a bonnet on her head because her hair ain't done, looking a hot mess. And the first thing that she does when she get up is hop on social media. She got dirty clothes laying everywhere on the floor and dirty dishes in the sink from the last 2 nights. You got the nerve to ask black men why they don't want to get married to the average woman in today's society. Man, you crazy.
Yeah, white women is totally different. Well,
Yeah,
maybe
but
we
black
just-
women are like that now, though.
Yeah, but I think we just had bad experience with the black woman we chose. I ended up marrying a Mexican.
You're married to a Mexican now.
Yeah.
And how about you?
Me too.
Mexican?
She from Mexico, so she's a citizen now. So
She from an illegal alien?
yeah, no, she came here legally, but we had to go back to see that Juarez and get her papers off it. She had to leave the country for about. She let her visa lapse or something. Yeah, she had to stay in see that Juarez about 30 days, and then they gave her her papers and she came back. So.
What?
Yeah, man.
And you're Mexican from illegal too?
She wasn't illegal.
Hey, shout out to Scoop for the super chat. Scoop said, if I don't wake up to the smell of breakfast, I'm out. You're disqualified. Yeah, man, I can't stand a broad that's lazy, that lays in bed at the noontime. Ain't cook no breakfast, won't even get off her lazy ass to cook lunch when she get up. And she got the nerve. And then what's crazy is they got the nerve to spend 3 hours doing their hair after they didn't waste it a whole damn day. Hey, bro, she didn't waste it a whole damn day. Didn't cook breakfast, get up at noon, won't cook lunch. And then she got the nerve to get up and hop on social media. And then she'll spend a whole 3 hours in the bathroom trying to fix up her hair. If she's willing to do that. Because some of them won't do that, but for the ones who do, they'll spend 3 hours in the bathroom doing their hair after she done passed up breakfast, then skip lunch and skip breakfast, gonna spend another 3 hours doing her hair. Dirty dishes in the kitchen sink, dirty clothes laying everywhere on the floor. I'm telling you the truth. I'm not, see, it'd be one thing if I was making this up, but I'm not making this up. I'm telling you the truth. She ain't cooked no breakfast. It's noontime. She ain't cooked no lunch. She gets up and hops on social media. Then she got the nerve to spend 3 hours in the bathroom doing her damn hair. After she didn't wasted 7 hours. She didn't wasted 10 to 7 hours in a day doing nothing, laying around sleeping. I'm telling you the truth. It'd be one thing if I was making this up, but hell no, I'm not making this up. I'm telling you the truth. By the time she finished doing her hair, it is 4 p.m. She ain't cooked no breakfast. She ain't cooked no lunch. Man, please.
So do you guys speak Spanish?
I'm learning a little bit of Spanish.
See.
Trying.
Delicious. And so I moved to California, and I said, I'm going to go to junior college because...
You running a white woman?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah?
why I went. That's the only way I went.
to get you a white woman. That's why I joined the military.
Yeah, see, I rest my case.
I want me one of them white women.
I heard that if you wanted a white woman, the best place to get one is in a college.
Yeah, that was the best kind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I went to junior college, LA City College, to get me a white woman.
Yeah.
I could hardly pass the SAT to get in there.
Shout out to Gold P, man. Gold P said, refuse to accept that ill behavior. Refuse. Tell her to kick rocks uphill with ice skates on lace with motor oil. WD-40 off top. Shout out to the guy, Gold P, man. See, women don't want to hear what affects men. Women feel like we should accept whatever they bring to the table. They don't want us to say anything about it. They don't want us to correct their behavior. We're supposed to accept any and everything they bring to the table. This is so lame. What is so lame about it? Simplify. Listen, if you can prove me wrong. Now, I don't know if you're trying to prove me wrong. I don't know if you're talking about Jesse Lee Peterson at the High Twins, or I don't know if you're talking about the conversation. Listen, I'm holding Sambos accountable, and I got to hold these modern women accountable. They're lazy. They lay in the bed to noontime. I'm not making that up, homie. Dirty dishes in the sink for the last 2 days. Dirty clothes laying everywhere because she ain't did laundry. She didn't wake up to cook breakfast. She get out of the bed, it's noon, and she won't even get up to make lunch, even though she just skipped breakfast. And then she'll spend another 3 hours in the bathroom doing her hair. She didn't wasted a whole day doing nothing. This broad didn't wasted a whole day doing absolutely nothing. And you can't tell me I'm lying. If you're a player in the game and you didn't deal with a lot of these women, you know that's exactly what they've been doing. You know exactly. You're going to say, damn, they are doing that. A lot of them are doing that. Not all, but most. Anything over 50% is the majority, family.
But
you got to work for them white women.
Right. Because I'm not a school.
I had a feeling you was talking about, Jesse Lee Peterson. It's all good, my brother. It's all good. I'm just making sure that everybody's on point. Shout out to you. I appreciate the feedback.
First,
right.
I love school, but for fun. Yeah. Basketball and track and dating and stuff like that. So I got into LA City and I met a white girl and it was true. What they said.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I got with her, I dropped out of college. I literally dropped out.
As soon as you got that white woman, check that off your list so I can leave college.
Right. And I left right in the
middle. You know why a lot of men have given up on black women? You know what men say why they giving up on black women? They say, man, I don't want a woman who got to spend 4 hours in the bathroom doing her hair. She done already neglected the kitchen. She ain't cleaned the house. She ain't cleaned the kitchen. She got dirty clothes laying everywhere. And then she got the nerve to spend 4 hours in the bathroom when she's done absolutely nothing. The woman is not productive. She's done absolutely nothing. So that's why a lot of guys say, man, I'm fed up with black women. I can't deal with that. Now, black women who just put on lace front wigs, what they'll do is they'll just put on a wig so that they can get to doing whatever else they want to do. But listen, homie, it is nerve-wracking when you deal with a woman that got to spend 4 hours in the bathroom doing her damn hair. You know how many things she could have done throughout that day? She's done absolutely nothing. She got out of the bed at noon, and the first thing she does when she get out of her bed is hop on the phone to check social media. Then she takes a whole nother 4 hours doing her hair. She didn't skip breakfast and skip lunch and spent another 4 hours doing her hair. Who in their right mind wants to deal with a broad like that? And the sad part about it is you got a lot of cats who deal with women like that. They're lazy and they are trifling.
I just said I left.
Yeah.
Because that's the only way I had gone. It didn't take very long to get a white woman because white women love black men.
Yeah, right.
And so they feel sorry for black men, I guess.
Give me some, they empathetic.
Right.
Let me go give me something to this Negro. Yeah. Life is hard for
Shout out to Scoot. He said, talking about I need my feet done. You got some money? No, I need some breakfast, fool. So all you women who don't get out of the bed to cook breakfast, and then you don't get out of the bed at noontime, and you don't even get off your lazy behind to cook lunch, even though you know you just get breakfast, you women are crazy, you are lazy, you are reckless. You don't deserve marriage, you belong to the streets at that point. So all you women who want to lay around at noontime, you want to skip breakfast, and you barely want to and you don't even cook lunch, then you want to spend another 3 to 4 hours in the bathroom doing your hair, you are for the streets. No man in his right mind should wife you up. No, sir. That is trifling. That is lazy. Now, let's get back to these Sambos, though. Let's get back to these Sambos. The lady said, you're bashing us. No, I'm telling you the truth. I'm saying this out of love because we want you to do better. You can't complain when listen, homie, you can't complain when black men get with other races of women because they're not laying in the bed the noontime. They're not spending another 4 hours doing their hair while being on social media while neglecting the household. That's why a lot of black men said, nope, I'm getting rid of these black women. Black women are to blame for the reason that a lot of black men are fed up. Who wants to deal with a woman that got to spend 4 hours doing her hair? You done already neglected breakfast and lunch. Then you want to sit in the bathroom for another 4 hours? Who in their right mind got time to deal with some nonsense like that? And when black men decide to get women of other races, I'm not telling you who you should date. You can date whoever you want to date. You a grown man. At the end of the day, you got to be satisfied with the woman you got at home. Who cares about what people are telling you? Who cares about what they're saying? You're the one who has to deal with that woman. Nah, man.
let me give us some of that white privilege over here.
That's right. Yeah. And so I did that, and I dropped out of college, and that was the only white woman I was with because I found out it was true.
Listen, man, you guys know I'm not lying, man. If you date modern women, see a lot of these old niggas became simps and they got soft on women. So they're not being real about what's out here in the dating game because a lot of these cats, they're not dealing with these modern females. So since they're not dealing with these modern females, they think that we're bashing them. But if you deal with these modern females, if you're a player in the game, you done deal with multiple females, you're going to say Red is telling the truth. A lot of these lazy females lay in the bed at noontime, won't cook breakfast, won't even get up to cook lunch, get right on their phone to get on social media, dirty dishes in the sink for 2 days ago, clothes sitting everywhere that ain't been cleaned. Then she got the nerve to spend another 4 hours doing her damn hair. After she done wasted 10 hours in a day already. You done already wasted 10 hours. Then you got the nerve to spend another 4 hours doing your hair? Oh, man, please.
By that time, black women started to change too. They were trying to act like white women in bed and everything. And so I got engaged, and I was dating a priest's woman, daughter. And she thought she had gotten pregnant. She's like, oh, I'm pregnant. I was like, too bad. And she's like, no, my family gonna kill me. I was like, but I'm not ready for marriage. And she was fine.
Yeah. Really?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
This girl was so fine. I used to have, at the time I worked for the hospital, and I used to have her come up to the hospital to have lunch with me, and I would walk her all over the hospital so everybody could see.
Just doing this around. He's bringing this woman around.
But she thought she was pregnant, and then later she found out she wasn't. Her monthly thing was late, and she left because I wouldn't marry her, so she left town.
But she wanted to marry you, huh?
Yeah. And then I got engaged one more other time, and that relationship didn't work because once I got engaged, because this woman was trying to control me. She acted like she wasn't controlling while we were dating, but once we got engaged, she wanted to control me. And I had bought her a ring and everything. And then I'm like, look, you better cut it out. Nobody gonna control me. Cut it out, cut it out. And then she started being jealous and all that. So I said, okay, I'm done. I got my ring back and call it off. And I got my money. Yeah.
Did she give it back or did you?
I asked for, hey, give me my ring.
Yeah, she gave it to
And
you.
I got my money back. Yeah. And so.
Was she a black woman?
Yes. She was black.
You did that today, you ain't getting that ring back.
No. Nowadays, you
probably going to get shot, too.
Because the men don't know how to get it back. They're beta.
Yeah.
They're afraid of the woman, so they can't take it back.
Hey, have you noticed, like, in our...
If you're afraid of a woman, then you're not a man at all, man. How you going to be a man and you're afraid of a damn woman? My goodness, man, this is crazy. My thing is this, though, man. Like, we got a lot of issues in our community that we got to clean up, right? These women don't want to hear the truth about themselves. Sambos don't want to be held accountable for what they do when they cape for white folks to make a living on social media, pandering to the alt-right, pandering to white conservatives, pandering to white Republicans. That is what black conservatives do. So a lot of these black men who are conservatives, they're Sambos, they're sellouts. They'll say anything to get on white folks' good side. They'll go to the furthest extent to prove to white people that they're different from the rest of black folks. They want to prove to white people that they're different from the rest of the black folks. And this is why they pander to them and say disparaging things about black people, because they're too damn busy trying to prove to white folks that they're different than the rest of the blacks. That's the mindset of a lot of these black guys who become conservatives. These black conservatives, they are compromised. They are puppets who are being controlled by the puppet master. They don't care as long as they can make money doing it. That's the only thing they care about. They only care about a dollar bill. They don't care about their integrity. They don't care about black history. As long as they can make some money, pandering to white conservatives while saying disparaging things about black Americans, that's exactly what these Sambos do. It's exactly what they do. They're pathetic. Poor excuses for men. They'll do anything for money.
You're probably going to get shot, too.
Because the men don't know how to get it back. They're beta.
Yeah.
They're afraid of the woman, so they can't take it back.
Hey, have you noticed, like, in our communities, like,
yeah, we're here with Chris. He just won a Ram giveaways, 47 edition, turbo diesel. Yeah. If you're in the right spot to wrap you on, now we give you 10 times.
So look, guys, we're gonna wrap this show up, man. I think I didn't said what I needed to say. You know, I called out black Sambos, I called out black men who were sellouts, but at the same time, I called out lazy black women in our community. And if you deal with enough black women, you're gonna say, damn, it's actually true. I'm not saying that all black women fall in that category, but anything over 50% is the majority. They will lay in bed to noon. Won't do nothing. No breakfast. She won't even cook lunch once she gets up at noon. Now she got to catch up on all the cleaning that she's neglected for the last 5 days. Now she got to try to do her hair because her hair looks a hot mess. She's neglected her hair. She's neglected her house chores. That's why she got dirty dishes in the sink. That's why she got dirty clothes laying in the laundry room. She's neglected her house chores. She's neglected her duties as a woman. No breakfast, won't even get up to cook lunch once she gets off of her lazy behind at noontime. The first thing she does is hops on that cell phone to see what's going on social media. And this woman ain't even cooked breakfast. This woman haven't even cleaned the house. And she got the nerve to hop on social media. And she ain't did nothing around the house. That's crazy. Hit the like button. It ain't nothing, man. I'm telling you the truth. I'm not making none of this up, man. If you didn't deal with a lot of these chicks, you're going to say Red is telling the truth because I seen it myself. So I know he's telling the truth. I know for a fact that Red ain't making none of this stuff up. A lot of chicks fall in that category, unfortunately. We're going to talk about the Sambos, the bootlickers, all of the above, man. He said Jesse Lee Peterson. But shout out to everybody, man. I'm gonna get up out of here. Peace, love, and blessings. Make sure that you guys bless that like button. It ain't nothing. Support the show. Monique Robinson, shout out to you. I'm not making any of this stuff up, man. I wish that it wasn't true, but in reality, it is true. Laying in a bed and won't cook breakfast, won't even get off your lazy behind to cook lunch once you get up at noon. 30 dishes in the sink for 2 days ago. Dirty clothes laying on the floor because she ain't did the laundry. Just trifling as a woman. Let me get up out of here, y'all. Peace to everybody. Make sure that you guys support the Cash App. Subscribe to the channel. Scoop, let me see what Scoop said in the super chat. He said a lot of them married to black women, proving it don't matter who you married to. Put black first and our interests. Shout out to Scoop for the super chat. I appreciate my man Scoop for showing a lot of love and support. You already know how it goes. Peace, love, and blessings. I'm gone. Peace to everybody, man. We're going to enjoy the rest of our day. I just gave you guys some facts. I didn't make up anything in this video. I held black men accountable, and at the same time, I held a lot of these women accountable for the things they do. And if